Oh, what is going on, Ada Nation? Oh, welcome back to Dapp Central. My name is Fareed, and in today's video, I've got a brief recap here of the recent live stream that I just had with Josh from Late Game Crypto on the YouTube channel. Now, I will leave the link to that particular video down in the description as always, if you guys want a full in-depth review of all the topics that I'll be breaking down for today. Now, this is being done by community request. Again, just quickly recapping some of the items that we discussed during that live stream. So the first update is going to be coming here from Coinbase with respect to them trying to get their SEC lawsuit, which was made up against them, dismissed. Now, we have a little bit of information here, basically breaking down the fact that they're trying to do this given the fact that we also saw the recent ruling against XRP in which Judge Torres claimed or stated that XRP, especially with regards to secondary sales, did not deem it as a security. So that was the first piece of news there. An interesting piece that we did touch on a little bit about as well was surrounding the fact that their chief legal officer, Paul Grewald, stated the following during the recent earnings call for Coinbase. He states, with respect to the litigation with the SEC, I want to be very clear. We do think that we can win. We expect to win. Again, a very bold statement here coming straight from the Coinbase team. And I think things are going to be looking really good. Again, Coinbase has never set the expectation that purchases on Coinbase are being done with the expectation of profit. And there's also other pieces of the Howey test, which they've made clear that they are not fitting the bill for. So that was the first story there. Again, just going to keep this very brief. If you guys want all of my takes and Josh's takes, make sure to go ahead and follow up with the actual YouTube video. Now, to close this one down, we can see that there was an additional article here posted on Cointelegraph, again stating that Coinbase believes that the SEC has violated their due process, therefore their case should be dismissed. That was the first update that we discussed as a part of the live stream. The next one was surrounding the State of Cardano report released by Messari. If you guys are not familiar with Messari, they are a third party, and every quarter they conduct this particular report, breaking down all of the latest news surrounding different ecosystems, and this particular report is focusing on Cardano. Now, again, as a part of that live stream, we broke down things such as the average daily Dapp transactions, which has seen growth quarter over quarter up until Q2 of 2023. We did touch on some of the NFT transaction volumes, which obviously have declined given the fact that the bear market has been among us for quite a bit of time. Following that, we touched on stablecoin value, which is there towards the very bottom, and which we've seen huge growth since the launch of the first stablecoin, which was IUSD, back in November or December-ish of 2022. Again, if you guys want all of my insights, jump into that live stream. We did also touch on the fact that JPEG.store has officially been taken over as the #1 app within the Cardano network. This was the case for quite a bit of time, given the fact that so many members were trading NFTs within the marketplace. But over the course of the past few months, we've seen the MintSwap DEX emerge as the top used platform within the Cardano marketplace. Now, I think that moving forward, we will definitely see dominance by both of these projects. We may actually have a reversal depending on how NFTs go and the volume coming into that particular market go. But again, I think that with regards to MintSwap, there's a lot more competition within the DEX space right now than what we're seeing with JPEG.store, given the fact that JPEG does appear to hold the majority of the market share with the marketplaces. I think some of their competitors include Plutus.art. They've also got another competitor in Flipper.io, but short of that, there's really not a lot of other names that you can quickly list when it comes to some of these marketplaces. Whereas with MintSwap, we've got Sunday Swap, we've got Wing Riders, we've got MusiSwap, and we're also expecting the launch of the Genius Yield DEX. So that was one of the pieces that we touched on as a part of the live stream there. And then we also broke down for about a good 10 to 15 minutes some updates surrounding active staking being done on Cardano. Now, it's my thesis here that even though we have seen quarter over quarter growth when it comes to more and more people staking their Cardano, we're actually seeing a lot of those people who are staking Cardano moving those assets over into DeFi. Again, that's just my speculation here, but given what we have here with the data, we can see that around February of 2023, we had about 74 or 73% of all ADA in circulation currently being staked on the network. That has since dropped off off to about 65%, which is where we are right about now. And again, keep in mind that we had the big meme coin pumps with SNEC. We also had Ron, Dean, and all these other meme coins making a lot of gains, which was really good for the ecosystem. But a lot of people had to free up their liquidity in order to participate in those different runs. So again, let me know what you guys think down below. That's just my thesis as to why we're seeing this decline when it comes to ADA being staked on the network. But overall, we are seeing positive growth with more and more wallets continuing to stake here on the network. Jumping into the next story, we did briefly touch on Wan Chain, which is a decentralized blockchain interoperability platform. Basically put, it's just a bridge, right? So we already have platforms like chainport.io, and Wan Chain is going to be doing something very similar. Now, Wan Chain does appear to be connected with quite a few different networks. If I scroll down towards the bottom of the page here, we can see that they incorporate Bitcoin, Ethereum, Moonriver, Avalanche, Polkadot, XRP, BNB, Dogecoin, Arbitrum, and they also support Cardano. Now, the big highlight here was the fact that we now have seen the first piece of Bitcoin as well. Let me see here. We have Bitcoin, USDT, USDC, ETH, all coming over as a part of the Wan Chain platform into the Cardano network. So this is a pretty big update. Again, Josh and I discussed this pretty thoroughly, but I wanted to share that with you guys here as a part of this brief recap. An interesting thing to note is that we did see some of the Bitcoin actually moved off of this wallet. Now, I'm not sure exactly where that's going to be at. And some of the things that I'm also questioning are going to be which dApps within Cardano are going to be supporting these Wan Chain bridge tokens. Again, this is going to be a part of the process, and we can also probably expect to see some some liquidity pools coming online with some of the top dexes to support trading for the Wan Chain assets. I believe that is going to take us to the end here for today's brief recap. In closing, we did touch on some news that we are expecting from the Cornucopias team with respect to their launch of their testing. We did see a premiere of the first ever walkthrough with Rob, with Scruffy, as well as David from the actual Cornucopias game team. And we also have the green light for myself and other content creators beginning early next week to finally start sharing some of our Cornucopias content. So if you guys have been waiting for Cornucopias, stay tuned. I'll be releasing more of that content here. I'll also be live streaming some of that content and sharing that with you guys as well in the community. That said, I think that's going to bring me to a close here, recapping the very live stream that we had earlier today. I definitely recommend you guys go ahead and check it out in its entirety. A lot of really good nuggets there, a lot of really solid information coming from myself and Josh. As always, if you guys appreciate content like this, I'd appreciate you if you could tap that like button. If it's your first time stopping by the channel and you want more content like this, consider subscribing. And if you have any questions for me surrounding anything that we broke down as a part of today's video, then as always, make sure to go ahead and leave a comment down below. That said, I will see you guys in the next video.